So I want to talk a little bit about the vision of the company. You know, when we started this company over 10 years ago, the reason I did it was because the clients they had at that time, we were outsourcing to other check processing companies. Nobody could get anybody on the phone. They'd call, they couldn't get answers, they'd get a runaround. So I said, we're going to build a company that's built on integrity, ethics, and relationships. So therefore, everybody will always have a contact at InChek, an account manager, a relationship manager. They'll know who to call. They'll never just get a voicemail or get a automated system or general customer service. They'll always have, and then as we grew, we built that into our risk, underwriting, sales, customer service, kind of multi-role. And that's why, you know, we brought this new team together. Everyone's kind of embraced this idea that we're building something that's elite, boutique, very different in our industry. So, you know, I think it's really unusual in our industry to attract people who have ethics and integrity and passion and our motivations beyond just material resources. You know, everyone's philanthropic, and so as the company continues to grow, it's really important to me that we keep these core values at our core, and everyone that joins our team shares the same values, shares the same vision of the company.
I've learned a lot since I got out of prison. I think one of the things that attracted me and was so appealing to come into InChek was that relationship, working with you and Jared and Stephanie. The past few years has shown that InChek is a different company cut from a different mold. It's not a template ISO or a template anything. It's a hybrid, a unique hybrid that I think is just going to be a breakthrough. And I fully expect in the months and years to come, people are going to copy the InChek model once they see.
They'll try to copy
how well it works. And then again,
but we have the best people in the industry, so how are they going to?
People have to buy into the integrity and the fact that everybody's pushing the rock in the same direction, and it's not, we're not self-serving, we're service-oriented in and of our nature.
And that's what it's all about, right? It's about serving something bigger. It's about giving something back. It's about more than just sitting in a desk writing merchant accounts. Everyone has their own life's purpose, their own personal life that is they're bringing, all their life experiences are bringing into the team, into the mix. And I think that's really important. I think our clients appreciate that, realize that, and that's one of the reasons why they choose to work with us and why our retention is so high. Because of the relationships.
Because you're at a trade show and you get so many prospective clients even saying, well, what sets you apart? What makes you different than any other person? Why do you want to come to you? And it's everything you just said. It's about integrity, trust, honesty, personal service.
So I think that as we grow, you know, as we continue to grow, we really need to keep these core values, this core mission intact. And it's easy to, you know, in this industry to attract lots of people that are going to throw lots of accounts at us and lie, cheat, and steal to get them approved. But it's, I mean, we have a collector here whose debtors call her to thank her for how she handled their debt. That's unheard of. I mean, we've attracted the best people there are, and I think that, I know that it's really important now that we continue that, and that our reputation is known for that with our clients, within our staff, and within our relationships. You know.
Well, it's time for the InChek Puppet Show.
Hi, Don. How you doing? Hey!
Yeah, where's that?
Funny!
And we're all goofy too. That's
Tackle Danny, to see you, Tackle.
We have a good time, because if we don't have a good time together, then what's it all about?
That's part of the overall. There's a professional chemistry, I think, and a personal chemistry, and I think thus far it's been unique in my experience. And I've been around the block a couple of times, worked several different jobs in several different capacities, and it's good to have strong chemistry. And the bigger the shop is, obviously, the more challenging it is to keep that chemistry going. But we have a core right now that, to me, is unique and more exciting than anything else that I've experienced in my professional career.
That's great. I mean, that's exactly the kind of people we want, is people who agree with that with that vision. You know, when I started the company, I was 22 or something years old, and I had this crazy idealistic vision that we could create something that was totally unique. Hi, Sam. Totally unique and different, and I think we've done that. We've done that over the past, all the years we've been in business, and now we're taking it to the next level. And I think the people that are going to benefit most are our clients.
Absolutely. And at the helm of finding new clients, Jared Johnson.
I don't know what else to say. I guess,
Well, you've said so much
I know.
I don't want to cut you off.
Shouldn't you be texting?
I would be a lot better if I were texting.
Text us your answer, it's okay.
I guess Don and I worked together for about 3 years on different things, and I told Don, I said, look, if I'm going to affiliate myself with anybody in the industry, it's with InChek, just because of the way that we do look at relationships. It's not just the typical, oh yeah, you're a merchant that I can make some money off of, let's throw it at XYZ processor and see if we can make money for a couple months. It's about long-term relationships, even with high-risk customers, which is just
Those are some of our best customers.
yeah.
This is a misnomer in this industry that high risk is so high risk, but look at how many ISOs take losses on low risk stuff because it's not properly managed and underwritten. I mean, we are micromanaging our high risk clients. We're working with them daily, we're on the phone with them, we know what they're doing, they're communicating with us, we're watching the numbers. We know them personally, we know them financially. But then, a retail account slips through, a caterer or something, or an appliance store, and it's not looked at the same way, and that's where ISOs take losses. So I think it's important that we know all of our customers.
And from that standpoint,
From that standpoint.
oh, sorry.
Have you ever had a client, a merchant, push back and say, stop, I don't need too much help anymore, Have you ever had them push back and say, I don't want you to be that involved, or?
No.
No, I think we offer them as much help as they want without being invasive. We've had the opposite, we've had clients drive us crazy.
Well, yeah, that's part of the business, but
Yeah, put that on the website.
Yeah,
we
but we do
we
that
love
with
them
Slack.
all.
But I think the thing is every client, no matter how big or how small, is a big fish. And that's, Stephanie's customer service model has been built around that, and it constantly amazes me how much time and effort she'll put into the quote small clients because of the relationships that are built. I mean, she'll call a client, talk to them for half an hour about Italy.
I think we have a great advantage because so many merchants out there have had a less than positive to completely negative experience with their credit card processing. And I think we have an opportunity to show them how much we value their business.
Absolutely.
At every facet, not just once you close the deal and once the sale's made, but at every facet throughout that, we can shepherd and coach them, assist them to make their processing, it should be transparent to a merchant.
Absolutely.
A merchant's looking to make money. Credit card processing is one conduit by which they make money. With e-commerce, it's the primary, it's almost the sole conduit. But all the administration and costs associated with credit card processing to a merchant, especially an entrepreneur guy who's always looking to make a bigger, better mousetrap, it becomes onerous. Unless you got someone there to shepherd them through the rapids and get them through the tough parts and explain some of the things that are going on in the industry in the context of credit card processing.
Well, it's funny how we, our high-risk merchants will fall into two categories, the guys that are just starting out and the guys that have been through the ringer. And I think it's our job to educate the guys that are just starting out how not to go through the ringer because they're a lot more receptive after they've gone through. And I think that one of the problems in our industry is that risk and internet marketing are Mars and Venus. They are so far apart, merchants don't understand why we need reserves. They don't understand our exposure. They don't understand the risk we take on their account. On our side of the industry, nobody understands affiliate marketing. They don't understand internet marketing. We don't know how these guys are making money. And the two worlds have been dichotomous. And I think it's part of our mission to bridge them and be transparent. Let our merchants know why we need what we need, why we take the reserves that we do, what we need to manage their account properly, why we make our fees and so forth because of the service we provide. And on the other end, for us to understand what they're doing and how they're doing it. And I think that's something that, even in our industry, sales, risk, and customer service are often three different points of a triangle with no connection between the points. And that's why I was saying earlier, you know, it's multi-role. We all are cross-trained, even though we have specializations, but we all can do all of that. And I think that's one of the huge advantages that we have.
Ideally, at least at this core table right now, everybody is a contact. Everybody can be a contact and assist any one of our merchants. At least getting the ball rolling in the proper direction, and I think that's unique. How long we have the luxury to do that will depend on our growth, but I'm envisioning that when our growth is such that we introduce new people, they'll be vetted and they'll have the same chemistry we have at this table right now, and have the same philosophy, the same attitude, the same flexibility and versatility that I think we all have.
You know, and this is the executive staff, but I don't ever want, you know, the troops in the field to get up in the morning and go, ah, shit, I gotta go to work today. That's how we talk. But, you know, I don't want it to be just a job. I mean, InChek should be a passion, it should be a family, it should be something that gives back to them, they give back to us. It's, you know, I hate when I hear people say, it's another day, another dollar, you know, it's expressions like that. I always wanted to create something where people could feel welcome, want to be here, that they're contributing to something bigger, and it's not just, you know, a job. And so as we add, you know, other people down the line, you know.
And the unique thing is that we're really a team. I really feel a part of a team here, you know, every one of you is, like you said, touched on before, you know, professionally and personally, get to know each other and just have a good time, doing what we do best.
Yeah, we have fun, work is fun, right?
It's so much better when you're excited about going to work and you're excited about being part of the team, instead of it being a duty. It's an excitement, a challenge, and it's something you look forward to rather than dread. And I think that makes us fairly unique.
You do a better job.
You do a much better job. Your clarity, your creativity is sharper, your clarity is sharper, your focus, and your endurance is better too, because you don't feel beat down by external circumstances. Everybody is your teammate, your ally, and it's not a resistance or an obstacle. Nobody here is an obstacle to what we're all trying to do. Everybody is contributing to you know, their respective roles
And we're all equal.
for the same end.
And our strengths complement each other.
We're all
I think
equal.
that's key.
It's not like,
Yeah.
you know, one person's trying
Except
to
we were all even.
have.
Well,
That's, no, but I mean, it's not like any one person's on a power trip trying to say,
Right.
well, no, I
Power
got more
plays.
authority over you. We're all, I think we're all in the same.
Yeah, and we have all these value-added services to add too. I mean, how many companies in our industry can go into a merchant, offer credit card processing, consulting, check processing, and gas collections?
Collections, where the debtors call.
Where the debtors call and sign up their businesses because we handle their debt so well.
And thank the collector who collected a debt.
This is part of the relationship, not to just hardcore collect, but to work with them and say, how can I help you to get this paid, to protect your credit rating, keep your business still going, that type of thing. So we work with them.
I think that's a, you know, I think right now we're setting our vision for the future. It hasn't changed from the beginning, but it's evolving, and I think we're on the same page. We've got to maintain that standard as we go into the future.
Excellent.
All right?
Here's 2012.
You're the boss, that's all. That's a wrap.
I'll have Alvin edit that music in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, certain parts need to be edited.
Definitely.
Oh, you're done?
We're done.